Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, August the 7th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, let's get some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble, I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can, and of course you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, let's take a look here. Drink Nuka-Grape 2. So, as far as I know, there is only one Nuka-Grape natural spawn here on the map, and that is right up here in Morgantown. It is at Fraternity Row. It's at the blue door, the Etta Psi house, in the basement in the Nuka-Cola room. So, as far as I know, that is the only natural spawn for the Nuka-Grape. Otherwise, we can either buy it from either Bubbles down here in White Springs, or we can buy it from the vendors down here in Nuka-World on tour. Now, if you do have a Nuka-Cola Collectron station, this bad boy right down here, he will also collect Nuka-Cola Grape, as you can see right there. Now, he collects other types of Nuka-Cola products as well, passively while you play the game, which is pretty awesome. You'll also collect the odd bottle or two. Now, I had this one for a very, very long time. I got this one for free a long time off a scoreboard. But you can find him for sale sometimes in the Atomic Shop. Maybe once or twice a year. It's very rare. Usually for 250 or 500 atoms. You can also buy him with gold bullion down here in Foundation. As long as you have a cautious reputation with the settlers, you can buy him for 1250 gold bullion from Samuel. Alright, now if you are a returning player and you're around in Season 11, let's go to our build menu here. Go down here to Resources. We have another version of the Nuka-Cola Collectron, is the Nuka-Cola Quantum Collectron Station. Now, the Season 11, that's when we had Nuka-World on tour enter the scene. For those of you who did that Season 11 scoreboard would have got this bad boy off that scoreboard. But another one that he also collects is Nuka-Cola Twist and Nuka-Cola Quantum, and maybe some nuclear waste and purified water. But this one here is definitely worth to have in at least one of your camps. But he will also collect Nuka-Cola Grape as well. Okay. So let's actually go up here to Fraternity Row, up here in Morgantown. Now, the only thing about this spot is a very popular spot, and especially if you're on a public server with other people, is most of the more experienced players knows that it will spawn here, and there's a good chance that it will already be gone by the time you come here. But it's worth to take a check, but I wouldn't waste too much time on it, to be honest with you. But you can at least check once or twice if you so wish, or as many times, but a lot of times just to say it will probably be already cleaned out. Right, just go into the basement here. Alright, so we don't have it here on the server. As I mentioned, sometimes it spawns in, sometimes it doesn't. But you guys have seen me do these videos many times, but it will spawn right here on this ledge. Alright? So as you can see, it didn't even work for me this time. And I'm on a server by myself. Alright, so let's go down here to White Springs Refuge. This one right here. So as we all know, there are different doors to the White Springs, but we're going to right here, this White Springs Resort, and it only brings you to one door. All right, so once we enter here, we're going to take right. We're going to go through the tavern section. We're going to go through the medical bay. Here into this big room with the responders. We're going to go right into this area here where we have a little store. We have Giuseppe right here who stains things for stamps. We have good old Bubbles right here. And as you can see, Bubbles will sell Nuka-Cola Grape for 31 caps. Let's go ahead and buy it. Now, just an FYI, you can server hop this, let's say 100 times, one right after the other, and every time you come in here, Bubbles will have that Nuka-Cola Grape and those other Nuka-Cola products, so you can fill your boots with Nuka-Cola Grape and those other products if you so wish. Now, we are going to go down here to the Nuka-World on tour, which is also another free fast travel, where we have the Nuka-Cola vending machines down here. And this is what I would highly recommend for people who are looking for Nuka-Cola Grape that may not have a Nuka-Cola collector on station, is just buy them. Okay, just buy them, and you know, you can go up to the fraternity row if you so wish. I just showed that as an option, but at the end of the day, you're better off just buying them if you don't already have some on you. So here are the vending machines down here, and one thing good about the vending machines is their inventory is not tied into Bubbles' inventory. So as you can see there we go, Nuka-Cola Grape, another one. Alright, then all you gotta do is server hop, you can get 2 more, or server hop 100 more times, you get like 200 of them, right? Alright, let's go ahead, we'll drink our Nuka-Cola Grape here. Up in the end section, Jim. Right there, cheese. Alright, Jim, right on, Nuka-Grape. Nice, there we go. It's always good to have a couple of the rare ones kind of stash away too. That's always a good tip for you as well. Put them in your stash box, just a couple of them, just so you have them, just for the days that are maybe you're short on time. All right. What's next here, Jim? Let's take a look here. Scrap done to produce cloth 10. So again, cloth is a junk item that we can bulk and scrap at the Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. There's a Tinker's Workbench here. Let's go ahead and go craft. Down to bulk. Down to bulk cloth right here. So as long as you see, as long as you have 2 plastic and 30 raw cloth in your stash or scrap box, this method will work for you. So you can bulk 1 cloth. Then all you do is you scrap, and that is the bulk and scrap method. And that is hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way for the people who are kind of short on time, or people who just like the fast, quick, easier way. And what I've been doing lately is going around and show you some places where you can find junk items for the stuff, because maybe not everyone will have enough cloth on them. And of course, you can either scrap pre-war money, which I mentioned during yesterday's video, or even burnt books. When you scrap burnt books, you can get cloth as well. Let's pop over here to good old Somersville. Now, fun fact, just a little over a year ago, this house and that graveyard used to be infested with Mirelurks, but nowadays it is just maybe 4 or 5 weakened ghouls, so just an FYI there. Gonna pop up here, and as you can see, we have all kinds of burnt books here. Let's get rid of this cat. He's being blocked by something. We have another guy downstairs. Look at that. Level up, baby. He's, you can see him walking around up there. Alright, so we do have a bunch of burnt books here. We have a bunch of them here right on this bookshelf. Some going up the stairs. There's all kinds of them upstairs. So that is all kinds of options for burnt books. So as you can see, one burnt book. Let's see what that gives us here. So 1 burnt textbook gives us 1 cloth. Okay, so FYI there. Have fun with that, buddy. Let's go ahead. We're going to pick up enough of them so we have them. Now, just keep in mind, this is a very popular spot where people like to come on public servers. And this is where they would gather, because there's so many burnt books. In order to reset the game, you need to pick up 250 or 255 items and then back out, then go back in again when it resets your game, like resets your objects that you can pick up. So there is a pretty good chance. I have been told in the past that they've come to this house and the burnt books weren't here. And I politely explained to them that it's because somebody was there before you and basically picked up every single one of those books to reset their game. Just basically get out of this session, go into another session. We call it server hopping, and you'll eventually get on a server and these burnt books will be back. But again, there's all kinds of them upstairs. All right, so we should have enough books on us. We have burnt books and 11 burnt textbooks. That's perfect. All right, let's go back to our camp here real quick. or you can go to any, you can go anywhere where there is a workbench that you can scrap. That definitely doesn't matter. At least we don't have the Festive Scorched back, so a little bit of a surprise seeing them there in yesterday's video, but there was enough of them around. We got it down fairly easy in 32 minutes, so that was pretty good. Too bad it wasn't like that the entire 2 weeks, mind you. Here we are. We don't even have them and we're talking about them. Alright, let's get up here now. Alright, so we have our burnt books. We're going to go right to a workbench. Let's go ahead and scrap them. There we go. Scrap giant to produce cloth 10 for 10. And again, you could do it the faster, quicker, easiest way if you so wish. Right by bulking and scrapping, and that is probably your best bet. Get it done as fast, as quick as possible. Alright, what's next here, Jim? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Alright, take a camera picture of Nuka-World on tour 1. So we were just down there. Let's go a bit. We're going to take a camera picture of Nuka-World on tour. Nuka-World on tour is right up here, just down the road from Lewisburg, and it is free fast travel once when you discover it. Okay, down here, Nuka-World on tour, and as the daily says, we have to take a camera picture, and that means we have to use the ProSnap Deluxe camera. If you try going photo mode like this, okay, it's not going to work, okay? We have to use the ProSnap Deluxe camera, which is under weapons. It's this bad boy right here. Now, I made a video just a couple of days ago of how you can achieve and how you can get your very own ProSnap Deluxe camera. I made some old ones back in 2022, but I made one just last week using my brand new character, who is level 27 there now. But I believe he was level 25 when we got this camera. Everything is all timestamped in the video, and you can check that out at the very top of the screen. All right, so FYI on that. Let's go ahead, we're going to equip that bad boy. Nuka-World on tour right here. Now, when you are taking a very big area like this, usually when you use this ProSnap Deluxe camera, it'll pop up in the top right-hand corner of the screen, but because we're taking pictures of such a big area, it doesn't have that description. We're just going to go ahead and take a picture. There we go, take a camera picture of Nuka-World on tour, 1 for 1, done. Just like that, reload it just like you would with a weapon. Right, you can check out that video if you so wish, but again, what you do is you go to your atomic shop, go down to your camp section, you slide it over, you go down to your utility section, and you'll come across this bad bar right here called My Personal Terminal. Now this guy is free or comes with the game. You go ahead and unlock it for your character, you build it in your camp, and then you interact with it. You'll come up with a couple of options, and it says investigate the suspicious person. And once when you do that, you will go to your main screen here where you are, and it'll pop up in the top right hand corner of the screen. It'll say investigate the suspicious person. And then you go to your map, and it'll be like a little star like this, but it'll be highlighted, and you go to that star, and then you get your broken ProSnap Deluxe camera off that corpse. You bring it to your Tinker's Workbench. As long as you have the material, you can create your very own ProSnap Deluxe camera. And again, you can check out that video. It's a little bit more explanation. That's just the quick and dirty explanation there. All right, what's next here, Jim? What is next? Collect a fuel tank or gas canister too. Great. So I do have a lot of videos showing you this. There are a lot of standalone videos. I think I made them very early on in 2023. I guess gotta mind the audio on there because I was still using my old equipment then. But the title of those videos is Scrap Junk to Produce Oil. But we're actually looking for fuel tanks and gas canisters in, I think there's about 5 or 6 of those videos. So that's pretty cool. So you can definitely check this out if you're having some issues. But one great spot for fuel tanks and gas canisters is right over here. Toxic Larry's Meet and Go. There's all kinds of them over here. You just got to mind the triplets, the 3 Snallygasters that are around. Down here in BattleBot, if you come down here to Mount Blair Train Yard, there'll be all kinds of these fuel tanks and gas canisters, and that little event called BattleBot. There's all kinds of them around down there. WV Lumber Co. is also a pretty neutral area. All kinds of gas canisters and gas tanks down there as well. And right here in the forest at Silva Homestead, right up on the hill, we have that red barn where you have Project Beanstalk event may or may not happen. all kinds of fuel tanks and gas canisters there as well. Where we're going to go for this one, we only need a couple of them. We're going to go right up here to the Blue Ridge Bunker, which is just down from Vault 76. Let's go ahead up here. This is also a neutral area. All right, let's go ahead here.
Sorry, no time to chat.
And look at that.
Afternoon.
1, 2, just like that. Nice. Nice. There's another one up there. And then there's a fuel tank over here. So at least 4 of them that you can pick up. So it's pretty good little spot. And as you can see, it's, oh, another one up here too. Nice and simple. Give you guys options, as many of them as I can possibly give you. All right, what else we got here, Jim? What's next? We don't have Kill a Festive Scorched, but we have Kill a Scorched 10, so that's awesome. If, you know, those videos that I make, they're 2 weeks ago for locations for Festive Scorched, you could definitely use that. Even though we don't have Festive Scorched anymore, you could still use that video because it's all timestamped. It'll take you to 23 locations where you'll find 100% Scorched, okay? And you can definitely check that out and use that to your advantage, especially if you're a newer player to the game that maybe just started yesterday, who knows? And that way there you have a good idea where to find them. So let's go up here to good old Tyler County Fairgrounds. Let's pop up here. We should have no problem finding 10 of them here. Now, good thing about this one here is we can kill them with any weapon, any old which way, as long as it's a weapon, Jim, not a camera butt. And we'll be good to go. Now these ones here are more like it. You know, we're going after regular old Scorched. FYI. Is he ducking? You don't see that very often. These guys kneeling like that, huh? Weird. I tell you something. I've been playing this game right since release, and you know I play like every day, as you guys know, and this things happen in the game. It doesn't surprise me sometimes, but some things do surprise me. I'm thinking like this game is so crazy. It just makes me laugh. Makes me laugh more than anything. Came over here for the party himself. There we go. There we go. Gonna be a big fireworks session going on here. Okay, Kill the Scorched 10 for 10. Done just like that, guys. Nice and easy. Not looking for Festive Scorched, just regular old guys there. Nice. Nice. What's next here, Jim? Cripple, Protectron, and Robobrain's arms too, so good stuff. So Protectrons we can find right up here in good old Clarksburg. Of course, the lower section will have ghouls, but the upper section will have Protectrons as well as some Mr. Handies and a few iBots, but there's enough Protectrons up there to fill your boots. You can find Protectrons and Robobrains and other robots down here in Beckley. Now 75% chance if you come here to the Beckley Mine exhibit, you will come across 2 Robobrains. And the Ways and Wise Ways say 75%, even though we see them there most of the time, there is a chance they will not be here, so I do have to mention that. And of course we have good old Sugar Grove here, pretty good spot for Protectrons as well. And we have a couple Protectrons that may show up over here at Baltic Agricultural Research Center if you do the event Fertile Soil. Just to name a few good spots here. Now we are going to go after some Protectrons, and as we all know, we're going to go down to the Skyline Valley region. We will find 4 Robobrains down here at the Hawksbill weather location, so let's go ahead down here. Just to kind of change it up for today. There's someone tromping around there. He is not happy. Hi. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not a happy camper. Okay, so this is a guaranteed spot for Robobrains, and as the daily says, you have to cripple Protectron or Robobrain's arms too, so you can go ahead and free aim for the arms if you so wish. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Or if you're a person like me, I like to use VATS. When you use VATS, it's a perk card that'll help us out with that. It is under Perception. It is called Concentrated Fire. This allows us to move our VATS around from head, torso, arms, and leg, and this is what I prefer myself. But if you're a good free aimer, by all means, definitely, I'm not going to judge. Alright, so we got our bad boy right there coming right up to greet us. Let's go ahead and go for the arm. And then we'll go for the left arm. And all we needed was one Robobrain or one Protectron. As long as you have the right weapon. Now you can have a weapon that's does more damage. And as you guys have seen me use before, higher damage weapons. And basically one shot will one kill them. And that will happen. So in that case, you'll just need 2 Protectrons. But we were pretty lucky there. And we were able to get it off with just one Protectron. Now you have to be careful, more so with the Protectrons, is when you knock their arms off, okay, when you cripple them, you'll see their arm fall off, and they explode. They explode very violently, so if you're brand new to the game and you haven't seen that before, just don't walk up to them. You can kind of hear like a little noise, like they're ready to explode, so don't go near them just yet, okay? So just that wasn't them, that was over there, but I just wanted to give you that little tip there. Alright, what's next here, Gem? Alright, buy an item from or sell an item to another player 1. So obviously we have to go to another server. So let's go ahead. I quit this one because I'm on a server by myself. And we're going to go to a public one. If we get there. Mine loading in last couple of days has taken a little bit of time for some reason. I don't know why, but hopefully it has something to do with the festive Scorched. That's what I'm blaming it on anyway. I'm blaming it on those guys 100%. All right, let's go over here for a second so they don't come out and see us here. So again, we are on a public server with other people. And what we're going to do here is buy an item from or sell an item to another player 1. Now, you can wait for someone to go to your camp to buy something from your camp, but that literally could take all day. I know sometimes I played public servers for like a couple weeks in a row, and like no one came to my camp. And when I went to places, everyone was just sitting at their camp, and on every single server. Is quite something. So you're better off just to go to another player's camp. And what I recommend, going to a player's camp, okay, that obviously has stuff for sale. But what you can look for is a camp that has lots of ammo, like this one here. Okay, so let's pop over here to this person's tent, or camp, I should say. And if your person doesn't have a whole lot of caps, yeah, that's it. And you notice a camp near a free fast travel area that you have discovered, okay? Definitely use that to your advantage, all right? Like if it's Vault 76 free fast travel, you can just kind of walk down here instead of you kind of using up your precious caps. I definitely know what that's like with my new character. My new character, I think, only has like 800 caps or something like that. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to go inside their vendor. Now that I know this is going to be kind of cheesy, let's go ahead and shop. Let's go down here to the ammo section. And as you can see, ammo will only cost 1 cap. If you buy something for 0 caps, it will now not count towards the daily. Alright, so keep that in mind. It will not count. So let's buy 1556 just to show you. And it costs you 1 cap. There we go. Buy items from or sell an item to another player 1 for 1. Obviously, I'm going to buy a little bit more than that because I'm sure that person looking at that is just like, okay, what's going on here, Buzz? Why are you doing that? So we're going to go ahead and buy 250 of them there just to kind of make it up for it. There we go. Well, just an FYI, that's just something you can do. You don't have to go and buy the most expensive thing. And that's why I kind of show it that way, all right? And I think we're done. We are done our dailies. 24 minutes in. Awesome. We even had to serve a hop there for that one daily, but that's okay. A lot better than an hour. Looking for festive Scorch, that's for sure. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, Not Me, But Me, Yes Me, That's Me. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day. I wonder what she's running from there.
I woke up